Hi, good morning. My name is Lara Namarata. Hello. We are here in the Wizz Air briefing room preparing our flight to Sarajevo today. A little bit different, it's Women's Day, so it's an all-female crew. And now we're going to conduct our briefing together and finish the paperwork, and then we'll discuss with the whole crew in a few minutes' time. We don't have much fuel extra, we can take 1.6 for transport. I read them, but off the iPad.
I didn't see anything significant either.
I have flown for 8 days.
Okay.
Look at the company. It's most of the flights. After about, where is that?
Starts at Kodav somewhere, right?
Kodav. Kodav. 67. It's the first time I used it.
Oh, okay. I used it once, this is my second time.
Identical, the one is identical at all levels.
Okay, so then we will just check based on the progress page and then decide where to go. Alright.
Except for, but it's still only 5 knots.
Okay.
10. That's by direct, so we have climbed in.
So let's start. Today we have a Sarajevo flight, aircraft noise is sound. Everybody ready? Yes. Everybody fit up to the flight. We have your documents on the side. We have your easier design Okay, spare part of uniform, HVV.
It's light.
This is where you check in.
Morning, afternoon.
For the gender, it's actually out to clean gender.
So happening there.
Because it doesn't work on the other way. Don't know why it looks, I think.
Number here, nice to see you all.
The same check-in, the same credentials, the same aims. Just different work with gender.
So, long day today, Sarajevo, come back, we're going on Whiskey Zulu Alpha.
The other one doesn't.
I didn't check where it's for.
So this is specifically just for the genders.
The aircraft is on the ground, however.
And this one,
The light vest on both sectors. Standard security to Sarajevo. The load is pretty high, 189.
my gendex
And
there.
the flight time is 6 hours.
Because on the
I don't know why it's big, but yeah.
Okay.
This is why I like to
Fueling will be done on both sectors. The weather en route is okay for the first hour 45, and then we'll have periods of turbulence all along nearly until the set.
We still have to update the pen drive.
In Sarajevo, cold
With the EFU manager,
yeah.
not like he's the one responsible.
Yeah, then we get there and come back to the nice
They have to still tell me
flight. It's only 4 hours
What did that word?
25 on the way back. Nice discount.
Yes.
Passenger-wise as well, discount 164 it's showing at the moment.
On the way there.
But
But on the way there?
it was 189.
Okay.
The weather would probably be the same on the way back. But Abu Dhabi should be okay. It's just a bit dusty, but I think it will settle down by then. What did I miss, Namrata?
No, like
Nothing.
normally speaking.
Questions, concerns, requests?
Special from outside.
Yeah, we have,
You are special.
we have the special Women's Day.
In case of my incapacitation, please still have a place in GC.
Now we have to issue the checking in everyone. So it's just to let them know
Back up
that,
slowly.
because the last time I had
Ready, Laura? Ready for briefing, yeah. All right, we have 3 OEBs for this aircraft, 2 red OEBs with no ECAM entries and 1 white OEB with ECAM entry.
Check.
And the 3 standard company OEBs that we are aware of.
Yes. Thank you.
Aircraft's technical status is normal, no MELs, CDLs, no times, nothing significant for departure, and weather-wise we do have some blowing dust, but visibility and winds are quite okay. It's a Category A airport to Category B Sarajevo. Parked on stand 134, we expect to push back facing north. 2 engine starts, thereafter we time for 5 minutes warm-up time, and taxi we expect straight ahead onto Echo 11, second left onto Echo, thereafter right on Echo 6, cross runway 13 right onto Hotel. First 90-degree intersection, Bravo or Alpha to the left, thereafter Alpha 5 intersection departure for runway 13 left. Threats wise, I see that we have a couple of hot spots for taxi out. So let's taxi slow and let's keep a lookout for traffic. Any other threats that you would like to mention?
Maybe it's pretty hot. It's new now that the temperatures are rising, so we'll have to keep an eye on the brake temperatures.
Okay.
Seeing it's a long taxi.
Okay, sure. It's going to be a standard takeoff and a rolling takeoff in case we receive ATC clearance well in advance. PFD check.
Go ahead.
Climb nav blue 1 FT2, QNH 1008, reading 60 feet my side.
60 feet.
Target altitude 4000 feet blue, V1149, V2154.
Checked.
Okay, the APC is dated 27th Jan 2022, tempo AGC 17th Feb 22, and Daxib 1 Foxtrot, the SID is 31st of Jan 2019.
Checked.
Aircraft status, the database is valid. From Abu Dhabi to Sarajevo, and alternate is Lima Quebec Bravo Kilo. Call sign is Wizz Sky 9330. Initially we climb to level 320, thereafter step climbs to 34 and 36.
And that's close to the optimum, which is good. Yeah.
Takeoff weight is 85.1. It is way above our max landing weight. So in case we have to come back to Abu Dhabi, we need an overweight landing checklist.
Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, clear to disconnect the ground power.
Yes, you're clear to disconnect.
Roger.
This looks good.
You have the DOI, the OW, you checked?
Yeah, I checked. It's good.
Okay. Alright, so ready for NAD B?
Ready.
Mach 0 fuel weight 28.1.
28.1. Block fuel 18.5. Takeoff weight 85.2.
Checked. Go ahead with the cross check then.
Alright, Alpha 5 intersection departure runway 13 left,
Check.
V1151, VR151, V2155, green dot 238, flaps 1, flex 44, engine out acceleration is 1600.
Cross checked.
Stop margin is 782 meters and engine out is straight ahead to Setru and hold at Setru. To the left, inbound course is 126, MSA 2400.
Checked.
GPS is primary accuracy high. Taxib 1 Foxtrot from the MCDO. After departure, we go track 126, straight ahead 500 feet. Then track 097 to Alpha Alpha 836, above 4000 and 230 knots. So our green dot is 238, which is higher than the SID speed. So in this case, let's select config. Let's keep flaps at 1.
Alright.
And in case if ATC gives us unrestricted speed, then we can accelerate and clean up. Track 006 to Patam, below 7000 and above 5000.
Check.
Track 338 to Ukpap, below 8000. Same track to Itliv, above 9500.
Check.
Track 289er to Mursu, above 12,000.
Checked.
Track 281 to Daxib, above level 150.
Cross checked.
And then we follow the flight plan route to Sarajevo. Distance is 2309.
2315. Close enough.
RadNav is auto-tuned. And secondary is planned for the engine out as discussed. It's a straight ahead to Setru, hold to the left. Inbound is 126 and coming back is ILS 13 left. MSA is 2400 feet. Ready for emergency briefing?
Yes, go ahead.
Right hand seat takeoff in case of any malfunctions before V1 of 151. Your call in action.
I will call stop or go. If I say stop, it will be thrust idles for reverse, maximum braking using auto brakes or pedals. Once we come to a complete stop, parking brake set, attention crew at stations, and ECAM actions or paper checklist as appropriate.
I'll give you calls for reverse green, diesel, cancel the audio, and before we come to a complete stop, I will advise ATC that we are stopping. Once you come to a complete stop, I will locate the emergency evacuation checklist and perform ECAM actions on your command.
Good.
In case of any malfunctions after V1, the call is go, no actions until 400 feet except positive climb, gear up and cancellation of warning. 400 feet, once the aircraft is under control, I will announce I have controls, I have communications and ask for ECAM action, confirm failure. Once the failure is confirmed, then request you for ECAM actions.
Sure.
In case of engine out acceleration is 1,600 feet. We stop ECAM once the engine is secured, push to level off, accelerate, clean up, green dot, open climb, thrust levers to MCT, and initially we can climb to 3,000 feet. The MSA is 2,400,
right.
So we can round it off to 3,000. And in case of any other failure apart from engine out, we can continue on the SID, and once we are at a safe altitude and speed, then we can troubleshoot with the ECAM.
Understood.
Anything else to add? Any questions, any suggestions?
No, all good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sky 90330 and parking gate 134, change now is 1008, start up and push is approved, push back to face to the north, change now is 1008.
Clear push and start to face north, QNH 1008 with Sky 9330.
Face north, copy.
Saudi 572,
Start
after crossing
checklist.
runway, we've cleared on Foxtrot, hold short of Echo 11.
Ground from flight deck.
If you're able to proceed on the south taxiways, hold short
You're
of
cleared to
Foxtrot
push back
13.
face north, parking brake set.
Push back commencing facing north, please release parking brake.
Parking brake released, you may commence pushback.
Copy that, Captain. Captain, go ahead for pushback time as per dispatchers.
Standby. Pushback on the hour. 1000. Thank you.
Noted, thank you. Flight deck from ground.
Go ahead, ground.
Captain, you are clear to start engine.
Starting engine 2.
Engine number 2 clear to start.
Starting 2. Check.
And flight deck from ground, pushback has been completed. Please start parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Thank you.
Starting engine 1.
Engine number 1 clear to start.
Starting 1. Ground, clear to disconnect. Have a nice day.
Copy that, Captain. Disconnecting. See you on your right side with the pin. Safe flight.
Thank you. After start checklist.
After start, anti-ice,
Off.
flaps.
Conf 1 inserted, conf 1 displayed.
Conf 1 inserted, conf 1 displayed. Trims.
24.30 set.
And ECAM status.
Checked.
After start checklist complete.
Clear signal received, request taxi. Delivery with Sky 9330, request taxi.
Sky 9330, roger. Taxi via your Echo 11, Echo, hold short Echo 6.
Echo 11, Echo, hold short Echo 6 for Sky 9330.
AGL.
As discussed, hold short of Echo 6.
Yep.
Clear right side.
Left is clear.
Brakes check.
Check. Athens should be holding for us, I think.
Okay.
I'll fly 90320. Sorry, can you say again your read back? I didn't catch it. Stand by. Sky 90330, taxi right via Echo 6 cross, runway 13 right. Thereafter, Charlie, Golf, hold short of Kilo.
Turn right on Echo 6, cross, runway 13 right, Charlie Golf, hold short Kilo with Sky 9330.
Sky 1787, continue taxi now left via Echo, then Echo 6 cross, runway 13 right.
Echo 6,
Thereafter will be Charlie,
Golf, hold short of
hold
Kilo. Could you please guide me on where Charlie is?
So continue Echo 6, then Charlie, Golf, and then hold short of Kilo with Sky 177.
Strobe lights on. TCAS to Tara.
Ready for post and start. I'll fly 9320.
I'll fly 90320, roger. From gate 121, start up and push back approved facing to the north. QNH now is 1008.
Gate 121 now, push back approved facing north and QNH 1 unit
Okay,
8, copy that,
Charlie Golf. Yeah, so this one's hotel. We need to go on Golf.
Okay.
But on the second left. The first one is
Second
left.
left. Okay. Thank you.
So all clear.
Ground south, grip 1. Grip 1, stand by.
Okay, so this is Delta.
Grip 1, pass
Okay,
6.
Charlie identified.
With Sky 177, we have the stop bars on at Echo 6.
Strobes
South
and
taxiway.
TCAS standby.
Grip 1, roger, proceed on the south taxiway, hold short Foxtrot 13. Proceeding south taxiway, hold short Foxtrot 13, grip 1.
And ground I fly 9320 will take a little while,
it's
maybe
right,
about
on Golf.
2 to 3 minutes more to push back since the tow truck is not ready.
Fly 90320, roger, push back clearance is cancelled, call again when you're ready.
Welcome, sir.
And then kilos towards the end. We need
Okay.
to hold short.
Okay.
We did a very good afternoon again, 6 Alpha Whiskey Fox.
Time elapsed.
Alpha 6 Alpha Whiskey Foxtrot, Abu Dhabi delivery.
Alpha 6 Alpha
Ready for
Whiskey
flight
Fox,
control?
Uniform
Yes, please.
Go start innovation destination to Omlulu by
Pull up.
Alpha 3 1000 VFAP.
Pull down.
Roger, stand by, we check on your flight plan.
Neutral.
Whiskey Fox.
For right. For left. Neutral.
Radius.
For left. For right. Neutral. My side.
Taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Alpha 6 Alpha Whiskey Foxtrot, and clearly the zone VFR not above 1,000 feet, join Alpha for 3.
Confirm.
Squawk code is 1137, QNH 91008.
321. ECAM memo.
Good afternoon, zone by Alpha 3, then above 1,000 feet, 1008, squawk 1137, Alpha 6 Alpha Whiskey Fox.
Alpha 6 Alpha Whiskey Foxtrot, reback is correct, startup and taxi pilot discretion, hold short of Foxtrot, report holding short.
Come on, start by section and hold short on Foxtrot, Alpha 6 Alpha Whiskey Fox.
Approaching Kilo Sky 9330.
Sky 9330, contact tower north 118.675.
118675, bye-bye with Sky 19330.
Tower, now hitting.
Tower, hello with Sky 1330, approaching Kilo.
Hello with Sky 9330, Abu Dhabi, Tower North, entering taxi, Bravo, Alpha 2, holding point, runway 13 left.
Taxi via Bravo, holding point 13 left with Sky 9330, requesting Alpha 5.
Roger, clear with Sky 9330, clear Bravo, Alpha 5, holding point 13 left.
Bravo, Alpha 5, holding point, runway 13 left with Sky 9330.
Copy, Bravo Alpha 5. So Bravo's the first one on the left.
Sky 17187 Tower North, confirm requesting full length or Alpha 5.
Alpha 5.
Hands on.
Sky 1787, continue taxi, Bravo Alpha 5, holding point 313 left.
You want the brake fans? Yeah.
Bravo
to
Alpha 5,
no?
holding point 13 left with Sky 127.
Okay. Yeah. I think we'll be cleared. Alpha 5 identified. Checked.
For Sky 9330, fully ready.
Sky 9330 via Alpha 5, line up and wait, runway 13 left.
Line up and wait, 13 left to Sky 1330, Alpha 5.
Advise cabin crew. All lights on.
Sky 177, we are ready in sequence. Are we clear to hold short of Alpha 5 or to the holding point?
Take off.
Text holding point Alpha 5.
Packs off. Cabin crew advised. Radar on. TCAS
57.1, 70 degrees, 19 knots, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, master.
Takeoff checklist complete.
Cleared for takeoff 13 left with Sky 9330, Mas Salama.
Sky 1787 behind departing company, Airbus A321 via Alpha 5, line up and wait behind.
Confirm.
Behind departing company,
Ready?
line up and wait
Ready.
behind on a 13 left with Sky 177.
Takeoff. Time flags 40 for Osiris runway, auto thrust blue. Check. Thrust set. 100. 120. Checked. V1 rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. AP2.
With Sky 9930 Abu Dhabi, get a radar contact. Climb unrestricted to flight level 150.
Unrestricted climb, flight level 150 with Sky 9330.
Open climb alt 150.
Falcon 106, establish confidence.
Falcon 106, contact between 119.9. Good afternoon.
Thanks, between 119, Falcon 106.
Could you check with him on speed restriction as well? I'll ask.
With Sky 9330, confirm it's also free speed.
Affirm. Time unrestricted, flight level 150 with Sky 9330.
Flight level 150 unrestricted with Sky 1330.
Checked.
Sky 1330, turn left heading 360.
Left heading 360 with Sky 19330.
Flap 0. Speed check. Flap 0. Speed 250, heading 360. Checked. Set standard. Standard set cross check, crossing 37. Now, checked, level 150 blue.
With Sky 9330, with Sky 9330, turn left direct exit.
Direct exit with Sky 9330.
Set
With
direct
Sky
exit.
1787 Abu Dhabi, good day, radar contact, time unrestricted to flight level 150.
That's
Climb
it now.
unrestricted for 150 with Sky 177, thank you.
Speed managed.
With Sky 9330, contact UA control 120.9, good day.
1209 with Sky 1330, good day.
Emirates 903, watch your climb initially, flight level 200.
Good, climb initially 200, Emirates 903.
UA hello with Sky 90330, 9,200 feet climbing level 150.
Cross transmission, Skydaway 15 Lima, clear direct to Ormit and climb flight level 260.
Continue climbing cruise level 260 from present position direct to Ormit, Skydaway 15 Lima, thank you.
With Sky 99330, you're already identified, clear Papa 553, Golf 462, report requested level.
Papa 553, Golf 462, requesting level 320 with Sky 99330.
With Sky 99330, climb initially flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240 with Sky 9330.
Flight level 240 blue.
Skydaway 15 Lima, just to confirm the
10,000 feet.
position to flight 2 is Ormit or...
Clear right now, secondary copy active. Cockpit. Seatbelts will keep on for a while, I guess. Yes, let's do that.
UA control, very good afternoon with Sky 1787, transfer 150 to Bosnia Herzegovina 340 today.
With Sky 1787, you're already identified, watcher, cleared direct to Alpop and climb flight level 340.
Direct to Alpop, transfer 340 with Sky 1787, thank you so much.
With Sky 99330, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320 with Sky 9330.
ready for Audio 500.
Hello guys, we are currently flying over the Iraqi airspace at 34,000 feet and a ground speed of 390 nautical miles an hour. I'm going to take you through the briefing, the departure briefing for today's flight. We were parked on stand 134 in Abu Dhabi. We pushed back facing north and then we taxied via Echo 6, crossed the runway 13 right, onto Taxiway Hotel, turn left onto Charlie, right on Golf, all the way to Bravo to the left, and then we turned right on Alpha 5, holding point for runway 13 left. Our departure runway today was 13 left in southeasterly direction. And what you see here is the standard instrument departure. This is our routing for the SID before we exit towards our flight plan route. We departed on runway track and shortly after we were given a direct routing by ATC. So we did not follow this routing. We got an early left turn onto a northerly heading and thereafter a left turn to Daxib. And then after Daxib, we flew over Bahrain airspace, thereafter the airspace of Kuwait, Iraq as we speak right now. We are about halfway through our flight to Sarajevo. We would shortly be entering Turkey, thereafter flying over Bulgaria, Romania, Serbia, and then finally commence our descent into Sarajevo. I will get back to you with some more details about our arrival in Sarajevo. Thank you.
So thank you, Namrata. As she said, we're at 34,000 feet now. It's quiet time in the flight, so we're going to talk a little bit about our careers and how it all started. It's Women's Day and we'll talk about us. Yeah? So I started flying in 1995, just as I finished university, and my national carrier happened to need cadets at the time. So I got lucky and got my training sponsored through Air Malta, and then did the training in Germany and the United States, and then started flying on the Boeing 737 in 1996 and moved to the Airbus in 2003. A few years after that, we decided as a family it was time to make a move, and we moved to the UAE, and we've been there ever since. We've been there for 15 years, first with one airline, now with Wizz Air. Flying the A321NEO, brand new aircraft, very happy with that. Some very nice destinations like Sarajevo and other destinations you wouldn't really think about going to before having this nice point-to-point availability here in the UAE.
Thank you, Lara, that's very interesting. And now a little bit about me. I am a small town girl from India. Let me show you on the map where I am from. So this is the map of India, and my hometown is on the western coast. It's a dot somewhere here close to the coast. I did most of my schooling in this town, and thereafter I moved to US for almost a year for my initial flight training. I started my career with an airline in India. I worked there for almost 5 years before, and then my husband and myself, my husband's a pilot as well, we both decided to move to UAE and pursue our flying careers here. I was working for a local airline for almost 3 years and currently flying for Wizz Air, flying the A321NEOs to amazing destinations in Europe and a few places in Egypt as well. So for any of you who might be unfamiliar with the Airbus cockpit, I'll just go briefly through what we're looking at and what information we get from the cockpit. So starting from this side, these are just some brightness lights, some cockpit lighting. Depending on day and night, we'll adjust. This is what we call our PFD, our primary flight display instrument. Is the most important instrument on board actually, so it tells us where the sky is, the ground, and then our speed in Mach number or speed, the current altitude that we're flying, and what modes we are flying on. The autopilot is selected, and the flight directors are selected, and also the auto thrust is selected. So at the moment we are fully on automation. The next instrument is the navigational display, the ND we call it, and that's where we have our map, which we pre-program on the ground. And once we're airborne, we're just monitoring that we're going the direct routing. We can change the range of what we want to see from here. On this instrument, if there was weather around, we would also see weather returns, nice and clear up here today. And we can also display the terrain if we wanted to. We're flying around areas of high terrain with no how far away we are from it. You know? So here it's showing us that the highest terrain in our region is 11,400 feet. Moving on, here in the middle is the center console. We have the engine displays. So this is our engine warning display. That's always there, and at the bottom we have our different systems. We are showing temperature, quite important to us here when we're here for a long time. We don't want to be too hot or too cold. So that's one of the controls up here we use a lot. I'll show you that later actually. And the pressurization system, we can check the flight control systems, that all the hydraulics are running and everything's fine. Fuel, very important. We check every hour or sooner to see that the fuel on board is what we have planned on our flight plan. We have some information about the temperature outside. Oh, this is interesting, I forgot to say before, the wind speed, how strong it is, 115 knots today, which is making our flight very long, and the ground speed is 333 at the moment over the ground. This is the landing gear lever for when we're landing or taking off, a clock, and then the same instrument repeated on Namrata's side. This is our MCDU, we call it, and this is where the onboard computer, you can call it more or less. We set it up on the ground with the flight plan, which is displayed there, and then we can see various pages, tune some radio aids here, VORs or NDBs. We can see what landing speeds we will have later on, and we'll set our minima for the approach. So this is the box, we call it. We use it quite often throughout the flight. This is our radio panel, so we change frequencies here when we are instructed by ATC. This is the flap lever, the power lever, most important, and these are where we switch the engines on and off from. We do not touch them in flight. That's the brake for when we're on the ground. The overhead panel looks quite complicated when people come in and see all these buttons, but really and truly what I like to say is it's not that bad because everything has a name on it, and we usually just have a flow and go directly to the panel we need later on. We again set it up on the ground and very rarely touch much during the cruise. So I'll just go through it very briefly. So this is what we call the aiders, which help us navigate. The information there is fed to here, and then we can see where we're going. In the middle here, outside lighting. So the beacon, the red light you see on top of the plane, and the strobe lights on the wings, and these are for landing. Seatbelt signs on and off. when it gets bumpy. That's what passengers usually hear and see. And then these are the engine related switches, which we don't have to use at all in the cruise. The fuel panel, again, the fuel pumps are on and we just leave them like that throughout. On the last panel we have another communication panel, just in case we have a problem with any of these two here, or if we have a third pilot with us sometimes, they can use that panel. And most of the other switches are only used in case of emergency. This is the autopilot panel then, so at the moment we are flying with a speed which is selected because it's been a little bit bumpy, we call it, so we are choosing which speed to fly. So we could increase or decrease, but this is something that's comfortable at the moment. We are flying at 34,000 feet and the heading is hashed out because we are using the automated navigation rather than a selected heading mode. Whenever we are asked to turn or to do something, this is where we will steer, if you want to compare it to the car, an aircraft with. That's it from me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is First Officer Namrata speaking. With me in the flight deck today is Captain Lara. And looking after your safety and comfort in the cabin today, we have Christina, Basma, Hasna and Hebatala, led by our lovely cabin senior Anastasia. After our departure from Abu Dhabi, we flew over the airspaces of Bahrain and Kuwait. Thereafter, we flew for a considerably long time over Iraq, and currently we are overflying Turkey. Shortly we expect to enter the airspace of Bulgaria, thereafter Serbia, and finally descend into our destination Sarajevo. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 34,000 feet and a ground speed of about 650 kilometers an hour. We expect to arrive at 5:25 this evening, depending on the traffic in Sarajevo. At the moment, the temperature reported is 1 degree Celsius with cloudy skies. As we get closer to Sarajevo, I would update you with the latest weather and arrival time. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flight. Thank you.
Hi guys, so an update on where we are. We are currently overflying the airspace of Bulgaria, and we climbed to 36,000 feet now, as the winds at this level are way lesser, so we have less headwind towards our destination Sarajevo. We are now at 36,000 feet and a ground speed of about 400 nautical miles an hour. Let me give you a short brief about our destination Sarajevo. The elevation is 1,700 feet above main sea level, and Sarajevo is categorized as a challenging airport because it is in close proximity of high mountains. Let me show you on the charts now how it looks like. So let me zoom in right here. This is the runway in Sarajevo, and as you can see, the light brown terrain over here is pretty high, with the highest one being to the west of airfield. It's almost 7,000 feet high. This red circle that you see right here is the MSA, the minimum safe altitude around the airfield, which is as high as 9,100 feet. We expect to arrive into Sarajevo in about an hour from now, and we expect to commence descent about 100 miles from the airfield. As per our flight plan, we expect a standard arrival via this waypoint Webar, and as you follow this solid line all the way to the approach for ILS runway 11. I have flown to Sarajevo before, and I expect a slight shortcut somewhere towards the middle of the arc here, and then ATC vectors for the ILS approach. After landing runway 11, we expect to vacate to the left on Alpha and taxi on Alpha all the way to the apron to one of the stands here. We would shortly be commencing a descent briefing and request you to kindly join us. Thank you. So approach briefing. Landing performance calculation, we calculated it together. We have a good margin of about 400 meters. Chart AGC is dated 7th of October 2021. ILS Yankee is 9th of December 2021.
December, is it?
The Star Kilo Echo Bravo 1 Tango dated 17th Feb 2022. Arrival is ILS Yankee runway 11 via Kilo Echo Bravo 1 Tango, which takes us via the point Timid. Top of descent, we will commence at 1603 UTC, open descent. After Kilo Echo Bravo, at the moment we have a discontinuity to Timid until we get ATC clearance. Timid is between 6,000 feet and flight level 120.
Check.
Thereafter track 307 to Romeo 307 Romeo, above 6,000 feet.
Stand by. Yes, go ahead.
And then we turn left for the arc towards India 2903. Thereafter track 113 to Rivus. 160 knots I have put in manually, plus 5,400 feet.
Check.
Same track to Bravo Hotel Sierra 75. Platform altitude is 4,200 feet. Descent angle is minus 3.2 degrees. So it's a steeper descent.
Check.
Threshold crossing altitude is 1690 feet. Missed approach, we continue on course 113 for minimum 2750 feet. And as per the OMC, we continue on the same course until 1.3 miles Bravo Hotel Sierra. Then we turn left and establish our regular missed approach procedure, which is to turn left course 310 to intercept course 340 of India Lima NDB. Thereafter to Timid, climb 6,500 feet. Hold over Timid to the right and bound course is 307.
And we have a speed constraint.
We have
60. Yeah.
Okay, we have a speed constraint of 160 as well.
So we'll have to stay at flaps 2.
At flaps 2, correct. Right now, Bravo Hotel Sierra hard tuned on VOR 2. ILS frequency Bravo Hotel Sierra 110.7. Final approach course 113. ADF India Lima is hard tuned 405. GPS is primary. I have manually selected 280 knots for descent.
Is that correct?
The weather?
Transition.
No, the transition is not correct. So once we get it from ATC, then we will set it.
Okay.
Green dot is 215. Minima 2240 is set based on our go-around performance. V approach is 143. Config 3 approach. Auto brakes to medium and then reverse max and then back to idle. Thrust reduction 3140, acceleration is 6500, engine out is 5500 as per our company policy. Case of a missed approach called as go around flaps, thrust levers to toga, we select flaps 1 notch up, positive climb, gear up, and in this case as discussed we follow heading until 1.3 miles Bravo Hotel Sierra before we make any turns. In case of any engine failure before approach or during the approach, we follow the special engine failure procedure, which we will discuss shortly. Extra of 0.8 and 21 minutes, diversion to alternators 2 tons.
Check.
Secondary, I have set it up for the expected shortcuts, Kilo Echo Bravo, Kilo India Sierra, thereafter the arc, and The missed approach is set for the special engine failure procedure, which is straight ahead to this point, which we have on the fix info as well, and we have the 2-mile arc for Bravo Hotel Sierra. Passing that point, we turn left to Kilo Golf NDB, and we climb 9,100 feet. Speed constraint is 152 knots for the special EFP. Hold over Kilo Golf is to the left, and the inbound course is 113.
Checked.
So I am going to set Kilo Golf fix info as well. Threat-wise, landing into Sarajevo, first time for you.
Yep.
ATC-wise, it's quite okay. We have high terrain around the airfield. We do not expect any kind of strong weather, so we can have terrain on ND on. And apart from that, threat-wise, performance in case of engine out is critical, which we discussed already. Anything else to add on the threats?
It's a non-standard first because it's going to be packs off, and we're going to need...
In this case, we will need engine anti-ice only, so we can start the APU because we don't need the wing anti-ice, and we can select the APU bleed on.
15,000 and 10,000.
15,000 and 10,000, yeah. Okay. Apart from that, anything on threats, Lara, that you see?
Was that for us? Give me a second.
330.
Yeah. Sorry, say again, with Sky 9330.
With Skyliner 330, contact Belgrade 125.9er25. Goodbye.
125.9er25 with Sky 9330. Belgrade, hello, with Sky 9330, flight level 360.
With Sky 9330, Weber down, the radar identified, proceed direct to Weber.
Direct Weber with Sky 9330.
Direct Weber. Weber nav. Check.
Yeah, no, so it's as you said, I suppose.
Also, the descent angle is steep. It's minus 3.2 degrees, and we are config 3. So let's stabilize a bit early. Elevation is 1700, so we need to be stabilized by 2700 on the barrow. I plan to configure myself fully by 3200 feet latest. Apart from that, landing on runway 11, vacate towards the end on Alpha.
Check.
And we have some taxi speed limitations which we discussed already. Thereafter to the stand. I think that's about it from my side. Anything to add, Lara?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you.
With Sky 9330 is requesting descent.
With Sky 9330, descent level 130.
Descent flight level 130 with Sky 9330.
Thrust idle open descent, alt level 130 blue.
Check. Do you have a handy frequency?
Yes, 124.125. And Lara, whenever you can, please advise the crew as well.
Cabin crew, start of descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent to Sarajevo Airport. Shortly the fasten seatbelt sign will be switched on and you will be required to return to your seats and fasten your seat belts. Should you have any unwanted items around your seat area or in the seat pocket in front of you, please have them ready for collection by the crew when they will pass through the cabin shortly. Also, ladies and gentlemen, lavatories can be used for the next maximum 15 minutes. Thank you for your attention.
0 kilometers or more. Clouds scattered. 4,000 feet. Broken. 5,000 feet. Temperature 1 dew point -8 QNH 1017 QFE 0958. No significant change. End of information. Juliet.
I am back with you. I have ATC.
You have ATC, no changes.
Alright, so information is
great.
Juliet.
Good evening, Beauty.
Just now, 1600 Zulu. Transition level 110.
Okay.
Variable 2 knots. So we can leave it. You wanna change this?
I think it's okay, yeah.
Bosnia Hello, Sky 9330, level 230, descending, flight level 120.
Wizz Sky 330 Sarajevo radar, good day, identified, confirm your release from previous unit.
Yes, sir.
Wizz Sky 330, roger. Continue to Kilo Echo Bravo, expect vectoring for ILS Yankee, runway 11, information Juliet.
We do have information Juliet and expect vectors after Kilo Echo Bravo for ILS Yankee, Wizz Sky, and it's Wizz Sky 9er 330.
Approach checklist, per
QNH 1017 set.
QNH 1017 set. Aircraft version?
A321.
A321. DA?
2240 barrel set.
2240 barrel checked. Approach checklist complete.
Wizz Sky 9er 330, report heading.
Wizz Sky 9330, heading is 257.
Wizz Sky 9er 330, flight heading 270, vectoring for ILS Yankee, runway 11.
Heading 270, vectors ILS Yankee 11, thank you. Wizz Sky 9er 330.
Speed 250, heading 270, VS minus 1000. Direct Bravo Hotel Sierra 75. Radial in 293.
Set.
Thank you.
Nav blue.
Nav disarmed. Activate approach
to go.
10,000 feet low. Activate approach phase.
Approach.
Wizz Sky 9er 330, descend 7,000.
Descend altitude 7,000 feet, Wizz Sky 9330.
First I'll open descend all 7,000 blue. Check.
Wizz Sky 9er 330, descend 5,800.
Descend altitude 5,800 feet, Wizz Sky 9330.
Correct, Wizz Sky 9er 330, 5 degrees to the right, track adjustment.
Heading 275, Wizz Sky 9330.
Correct.
5,800 blue, heading 275. Engine anti-ice on.
Engine anti-ice on.
Speed 235.
To go.
5,800 blue, speed 230. Speed 220. Speed VS minus 700.
Sky 9er 330, left heading 200.
Left heading 200 with Sky 9330.
Heading 200. Minus 500. All star. Pretty. Check.
Sky 9er 330, continue left heading 140. Clear ILS approach Yankee runway 11, report established.
Continue the left turn, heading 140, cleared for the approach ILS Yankee. Call you with Sky 9er 330.
Log star GS look at 32 autopilot 1 press 2 flaps 1 speed check. Flaps 1.
Sky 9er 330 passing through the localizer, continue left heading 080, clear ILS approach.
Heading 080 was captured the lock with Sky 9330.
Roger.
I should have stayed in it. Heading 080, GS lock blue cat 32 autopilot 1 plus 2. Speed managed. Flaps 2. Speed check. Flaps 2. Lock star checked.
And just to confirm, we are on the localizer with Sky 9330, fully established ILS 11 Yankee.
Sky 9er 330, roger, continue approach, contact tower 118.250.
118.250 with Sky 9er 330, bye-bye.
GS go on 6500 set. Check.
Tower hello with Sky 9er 330.
Sky 9er 330, Sarah Tower, hello, wind 100 degrees, do not runway 11, clear to land.
Runway 11, clear to land with Sky 9er 330.
Lock. Visual. Check. Red odds.
Red odds.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue, auto trust.
65, sequence available.
Stabilized.
Stabilized.
Autopilot off. Cat 1.
Check.
Above.
Checked. 500.
Clear to land.
Minimum.
Continue. Land.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Manual braking. Slow down. 70 knots.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Manual braking. Slow down.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Manual braking. Slow down.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. Manual braking. Slow down.
8 via Alpha and then follow me with Sky 9330.
Checked. Beautiful ahead, huh? So
Very
beautiful.
nice. Okay, see the follow me further up. You'll see it as we turn.
Yes.
It's an knots, yeah.
Lights off. I think it's going to get down and be the matchlet as well. Matchlet inside. Check. Parking brake set. APU is available.
Time has elapsed.
Check. Seatbelts off. Beacon off. Parking checklist.
Parking checklist. Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
External lights.
Set.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Park brake and chocks.
Parking brakes on. Standing by for chocks.
Transponder is standby. Mobile phone is coming on. Yellow electric pump.
Off.
Belt sliding.
Parking checklist complete. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, chocks on.
No problem.
Thank you. Releasing brakes.
Okay.